Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, morning, and good day to every one of us, depending on where you are watching this video. And my name is Shegun, okay? And for those of us that be for our subscriber, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you for watching some of my videos that I've shared my experience, and I will continue also to share my experience like I promised on that page. And today we'll be looking at very important topic that really is one of the backbone of EB1, EB2 NIW. It is employment-based visa. But please, let me quickly put this disclaimer out there. I'm not an Anthony, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm just using this, just trying to share. This video is just purposely for education and for every one of us to have idea of what is really going on. Even if you have an Anthony, probably you are planning to also file your case, or you are planning to do it by yourself. This particular today's section will really help you to be able to know how you can combine things together and make more sense. So I will be sharing with us about how do we write the recipe for a good proposed endeavor. What does proposed endeavor means to us when it comes to petition writing, filing the petition with NIW? Proposed endeavor really means a lot. It's one of the key points, like I told you, is that is the only thing that shows that give us the summary of what we are coming to do in the United States. So how do we write it? How do we collect everything together? How do we write a kind of professional in your professional? That is, a proposed endeavor actually means endeavor that is proposed endeavor is your professional mission. Let me put it that way. When you said, what is your mission? What is your mission of visiting or of coming to the United States? You can't just be coming without a particular mission. And don't forget, you only have one endeavor. It can have it can have your mission is one, your proposed endeavor is just also one. That is, you are talking on a particular thing. It can have branches, right? But the mission must be one. So from then you'll be able to put everything together. If time permits, I will share with you some of those key things. What are the things I need to know when it comes to that? How do I go about it? Number one, we need to know exactly ability to be able to identify the area you are coming through. Let me share my screen, and from there, I'll take us through one or two slides, some of the slides that I have for this particular section. So I want to employ you, just leave your comments in the comment section and try as much as possible. I will reply you in case things are not clear. Now, I call this recipe for a good proposed endeavor for EB2 NIW. That is a successful national interest waiver NIW application require a compelling proposed endeavor that demonstrates your exceptional ability and the national benefits. Okay, let's look at this. How do we define this? Look at this definition says, define the proposed endeavor. Let's look at this one after the other. How do I define this? clearly, that is, provide a concise and comprehensive description of the proposed endeavor, outline its purpose, scope, and intended outcome. So these are the things we have to be careful with. Then you have to also be specify the field of expertise. Clearly identify this specific field. Take, for example, as a mathematician, use myself as an example, in which the endeavor we will be undertaking, ensuring it ally with your exceptional ability. That is, I must be able, I must specific. In this case, yes, you have the skill all over, you have this, you have that, but that is not the time to showcase all those things. The main time now is, how do I tell my story? Because your proposed endeavor, even the person that is not the consulate or USAIS officer should be able to read and get meaning for that. They must be able to see that, oh, okay, this is what you mean. But it must be clear. You must identify that field. If you're in cybersecurity, mention cybersecurity and you move on. You must outline its purpose, scope, and intended outcome. Then you must highlight the endeavor unique contribution, because you are useful, you are coming in as a useful person, you are coming in as a professional, your ability to, it's like you are doing a job interview and they ask you, what are you bringing to the table? So it's just like, I can relate that one into it. So emphasize how the proposed endeavor offer a unique contribution to the field, addressing an unmet need, or advancing existing knowledge. So you have to be careful when you are trying to raise this. So all these are very key when it comes to proposed endeavor. So now, how do you establish exceptional ability in the field? Number one, you must demonstrate expertise, that is the expert. You must showcase achievements, highlight recognition. For example, you have to provide extensive documentation of your skill and experience. This includes your education, this includes your professional training, and work history. Highlight your advanced degree, certification, if you have one. Let's say you have Cisco, you have probably Agile, probably you have or different certification in different field, project managers. You have to highlight all those things. Probably you are an actuary, you have a certification, you have a professional body that governs that. So we have a lot. Then certification and any specialized training you have received that directly relates to your field of expertise. So all these are very important. Then when you showcase your significant accomplishment in your field, this include published research, probably you've published in that field, in that particular one you mentioned, patent, award, and any other recognition, because this is evidence-based. So you don't need to hide your evidence. You don't need to hide, oh, the way we normally do, where I came from, people will say, oh, I'm just doing it gently. I'm just doing it. I don't want to blow. No, you have to blow your trumpet in this case, because your evidence will be used against you. So, and any other recognition, your expertise, qualify your achievement whenever possible to demonstrate that impact. To demonstrate that impact. That is, another thing is evidence of recognition from peers and industry experts is crucial in this case. That is, this can include letter of recommendation from respected professional publications in prestigious journals or invitation to speak at a conference. All these are key that one needs to know. Then in that particular letter, we have to demonstrate national importance of the endeavor. Number one, in this case, you have to propose, the proposed endeavor must contribute to the advancement of the field that has significant impact on the national economy. Because if you just say, oh, I have a cyber security, I will secure your space, I will do this, I will do that. How do you want to achieve this? And how do you just be specific? So you have to locate, that is, you have to start by saying, my proposed endeavor is to do this and this and this. And discuss what you have to discuss what you will do and discuss how you are going to do it. Then give hints on why this is important for the United States. Then you can now reference the professional plan or business plan you are put together in that exhibit. That is, to the public health. I remember when I was writing my own, I'll show you as time goes on, I will try and show you one of the things I did. The public health or other area of national interest. Then you have to demonstrate how your work address critical issues, foster innovation, or solve problems that are relevant to the well-being of the US. Are you working in cybersecurity? Are you working as a security expert? Your well-being comprises so many things. Public health is there, economic, financial issues. These are well-being things that one can mention. Education, probably you study, you are educationist. You are there. You are a farmer, agriculture. You are in agriculture, or you are in the arts, you are in the accounting, you are any aspect of the that you can just relate it to well-being. So these are very important things. You have to showcase any award, recognition, or grant received that are validate the national significance of your work. You have to do that. So then we can also talk about this publication and research. That is, I've mentioned it the other time. You have to demonstrate the significance of your contribution through the published article, published paper, and presentation in your field. Highlight the impact and recognition this contribution has received, such as citation, award, or invitation to speak at the conferences. This evidence showcase your expert and influence within your area. Patents and invention. If you have developed patents with other people, or you develop it in your lab, or you have a formula, you have a particular recognition, All these are significant, that is, about the significance and impact. Explain how this innovation advance your field and address important societal need. Highlight any commercialization or licensing agreement to showcase the practical value of your work. So these are the things. That's why we are professional in that field. So we are trying to provide the evidence of significant contribution. Professional recognition in this case is you have received a particular prestigious fellowship, grant, or distinction from professional organization. It all depends. Or this is evidence-based that reflect the high regard your peers, how for your contribution and evidence and achievement. So all these we're highlighting are also you highlight your qualification and achievement. Then after you demonstrate all this, demonstrate your expert, highlight the significant contribution, like I mentioned. If your research is a groundbreaking research, you have to do that, you have to highlight it. That section demonstrate all those significant of your work and potential, don't forget, and its potential for national benefits. Now, I created a model, and that model is talking about what? It's talking about how do we prepare uh for a particular pandemic or preparedness for the disease outbreak. So we all know that disease will not give you a day that I'm coming these days. That means we need to prepare. And I formulated a model that will help us to capture this, or I formulated a model that will help us to highlight it. It depends on your field. Are you in engineering? Your sketch goes a long way. Your design goes a long way. All these little awards that we've been getting from different, it's not necessarily you're in the US, you might be outside the US, and all those little awards goes a long way. Because if you can get a little one, you will get the higher one. So that's just the brain behind the award and every other things we are doing. Now, look at this. We are addressing another thing. I'll address the elements of prospective national benefits. Number one, research advancement. US is advanced, we all know that. Improve healthcare, economic growth. We all know it's a global market. US is the global market. It's a powerful country that we all know all over the world in terms of scientific progress, in terms of technological innovation, in terms of artistic achievement. They are in front. So they want your research to be able to address you. They need you to be able to demonstrate all this. How do you improve the healthcare? Explain how your work improve healthcare outcome or expand the access to medical services. So ability to be able to put all this down goes a long way. This could include development of new treatment, diagnostic, or preventive measure. So what about when it comes to economic growth, some of us in social sciences, we can work on this area. You can tame your proposed endeavor towards this by highlight how your work creates jobs. Now, let's say I design a particular machine, and that machine will be using that equipment. We can use it to produce a lot of things. That means it's a very long. The logistic is very the pipeline is very long. Number one, they will make the machine. When the machine is working or when the equipment is working, somebody will be operating it. Somebody will be making it. A lot of people will be on the line and they will be producing different things. As they are producing different things, People will be getting money, people will be getting well, people will be getting okay, economy will be booming, and a lot of meaning you are providing a job for people. So you have jobs for people already, stimulate economic activities or foster business growth within the US. This could include development in new market industries, a new market industry or products. So it all depends on individual. So how do we describe the plan for future endeavor? Number one, in terms of expand your research. Number two is to develop a new application. Number three is to collaborate and mentor. So how do I do that? We know that you're describing a specific project. Don't just say, oh, a lot of things. No, there's nothing like a lot of things. You have to outline your plan to continue your research and contribute new finding to your field. Describe the specific projects or area you aim to explore and how your work will contribute to the advancement of knowledge. So, as a mathematical modeler now, as a mathematician, I said, okay, how will be working? I'll continue to work in the area in my field as a mathematical oncologist or as an epidemiologist. I will be working towards to open formulating new models that will help us to highlight or that will demonstrate or that will share more light on the problem of different diseases, both infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases, or just specific by saying in cancer. So all these will help and advance and of which I'm part of what is on my proposal endeavor is what I'm doing. So number two is to develop, probably detail your plan to translate your research into practical application that benefits the society. I can say, oh, after my paper publication, I will go to different community, highlight and do the advocacy or give a talk or encourage, mobilize people, internal meeting, attend the county meeting, and some other things. Because information is power. If I'm able to pass the information that if you guys do this, this is what will happen, then people will listen as an expert in that field. Describe how your your theory or your techniques will be applied in real scenario, in real world scenario. You have to be able to demonstrate that. So when you do that, it will help us to grow in different areas. Then describe your intention to collaborate. That is not alone, not a team player. Collaborate with other researchers, collaborate with somebody in health, collaborate with a biologist, collaborate with epidemiologists, collaborate with uh, behavioral scientists, collaborate with sociology, and so on. Researchers or professional in your field. Highlight your willingness to mentor the younger ones, aspiring professional, and contribute to the growth of your field through mentorship. So we need to be able to state that. And look at this comprehensive. This is superb. This particular comprehensive is you have to prepare a comprehensive and compelling case. That is, number one of it is clear and in this case, you have to be concise. You must be clear and concise narrative. Present a cohesive story highlighting your exceptional ability when you are preparing your case now. and national impact. Then there's another way we normally call, there's one we call border impact. When you're talking about border impact is it simply means you have to specific endeavor. We have a positive conscience outside your organization, if possible, across society or across the nation. Strong evidence provide compelling documentation supporting your claim of national importance and contribution. Now let's look at this professional. The third was a professional presentation. Ensure a polished and well-organized application that showcases your expertise and professionalism. So in this final step, in preparing your EB2 NIW application, is to draft a comprehensive and compelling case. This involves presenting a clear and coherent narrative that effectively highlights your exceptional ability and national importance of your proposed endeavor. Don't forget. Additionally, ensure your application is supported by strong evidence, such as publication, award, patent, and letters of recommendation. To solidify your claim of significant contribution, remember to present your application professionally and thoroughly, showcasing your expertise and commitment to your field. So, all these are very important. So, if you look at this, what are the compliance? We ensure compliance with EB1, EB2 requirements. Number one says eligibility criteria, that is, thoroughly review the eligibility criteria for the NIW category. Ensure you meet requirements for advanced degree, exceptional ability for national and national importance. Now, number two, documentation. All necessary documentation, including educational qualification, work experience. Even where you volunteer, you have to put it there. Where you judge people's work, you have to put it there. Where you, the panel you judge others, you have to put it there with your evidence. Probably they send an email to you that, oh, Dr. So, you have been selected as part of people that will do this, or you've been invited to come and join the panel. Or Mr. So, Mrs. So. Definitely, you can do that. Publication, award, and letter of recommendation. Ensure documents are properly translated and authenticated. They are very important. You can't forge anything here. If you forge, you are in trouble. You are caught. Evidence, provide clear and compelling evidence to support your claim of exceptional ability, national interest, national importance, and prospective national benefit. Focus on quantifiable achievement and demonstrate the impact of your work. So, in this case, a successful EB2 NIW application by meticulously crafting a compelling case that showcases your exceptional ability, national impact, and future contribution. You can significantly increase your chances of securing EB2 NIW visa. Remember, the key is to present a clear, you must be able to present a clear, concise, and compelling narrative that effectively communicate your unique value and potential to the United States economy. So all these are key that we need to know how we can state it. In every time we are working, please let it always be at the back of our mind, and we should be able to, ability to be able to talk about it. That, okay, how do I go about writing this particular? You don't need, you just have to ask questions. You have to be current also to really know what is really going on within the US, in the US. How do I go about it? How do I write this? We must ask questions. We must know how to look for some of those information. They are paramount. They are part of those things they will need at the end of the day. It will help us, and it will help you too to be able to write something meaningful at the end of the day. So by the time we try to write, like I told you, number one thing is we need to know that this you must be able to discuss what you will do. You must be able to discuss what you will do. And after you discuss what you will do, what other things do I need to also state to them? So after you discuss what you will do, what are the things I must discuss with them? So you have to know, how do I do it when it comes to our proposed endeavor? How? Because you must ability to say, to talk about the how is very important in this case. And why you must, because it's, don't forget, it's evidence-based. And when there's an evidence-based and you are just parabolating without a particular thing, focus on a particular thing, it is always dangerous. And remember, you are not the only one. They have so many applications they are treating. I'm not saying they will not read it, they will read it, but you have to do the thorough job too. Because if you and I, if you do the thorough job, they will be able to quickly approve your case, and you'll be able to move on with your life. So, on this note, how will be, I welcome you to please put it in the comment section. Any question you have pertaining to what I've been discussing. Like I said, I'm not an Anthony. I'm just trying to share a kind of knowledge that I've also received in the past and that have helped me during my own application. And I was able to follow some of those step by step that I've mentioned here, and it helped me. Yes, I use an Anthony, and those Anthony also, they will also ask you to write on your own, but because majority of us probably you are busy, or the way there's no time, and you give them to do it. But when they are writing it for you, you too, you have to have idea of what they are doing. So all these will help you to be able to walk you through, and it will be fine. It will be fine. It will be fine by the time you look into into it. So probably the next time I'll try and look for one of the sample and I'll share those my sample to be precise. One of the one the lawyer eventually we agreed on, but they will still need to ask you because you are the expert in the field. They will still need to ask you, what exactly do you want us to do? Is it okay by you? Is that what you are planning to do? They will ask you because you can't just say, yes, I will do that where you are not going to do it. No, it doesn't work that way. They will ask you that, oh, okay, do you want us to do this? Do you want us to continue with this in your proposed endeavor? So, so these are the major things that I stated in my own case. In my own case, like I told you, the proposed endeavor we consider factor include but not limited to individual education, skill, activities, progress, achieving, so many things are involved when it comes to proposed endeavor. So we just have to sit down and make sure we write something meaningful that can stand the test of time. And people, when they see it, they will also see all those things that I've mentioned in it. So thank you so much for watching this clip. If you have any question, please feel free to put it in the chat box. If things are not clear to you, you can reach out to me and we can also discuss it together. Thank you for joining this. Thank you and thank you. Bye. See you later.